What if that strange coincidence wasn't just random? What if the dream that felt too real, the sudden rush of joy, or even a butterfly landing on your shoulder was actually a sign? Believe it or not, countless lottery winners, from ordinary people to headline-making millionaires, have reported strange, almost supernatural experiences right before their lives changed forever. In this video, we're diving into 14 powerful signs that could mean you're closer to a breakthrough than you think. From repeating numbers that won't leave you alone, to gut instincts you can't ignore, to sudden waves of luck that seem impossible to explain, these are the same patterns real winners noticed before their jackpots. Sign number 1. A string of small wins. One of the most common signs reported by lottery winners is a streak of smaller victories before the big one arrives. It doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's a string of scratch-off tickets that pay out a few dollars each, or maybe finding unexpected money in places you least expect. For many, it feels like the universe is testing the waters, dropping hints that a bigger win might be on the horizon. Take Joan Ginther, for example, who famously won the lottery 4 separate times. Before her multi-million-dollar payouts, she had a history of consistent smaller wins, almost as if luck was shadowing her. Another case comes from a man in Florida who described winning small sums nearly every week for months before hitting a life-changing jackpot. He said those many wins gave him confidence to keep playing, and sure enough, his persistence lined up with fortune. While skeptics argue this is just probability at play, many winners see these streaks as early whispers of something greater. And that's when coincidences often start piling up, strange synchronicities that seem too connected to ignore. Sign number 2. Synchronicities everywhere. Have you ever noticed life serving up strange coincidences that feel almost too specific to be random? For many lottery winners, synchronicities started showing up right before their big moment. These are the eerie overlaps, hearing someone mention the lottery jackpot, then spotting those exact numbers on a billboard or receipt. To skeptics, it's pure chance, but for those who've lived it, the timing feels like destiny, nudging them along. And take the story of Cynthia Stafford, who won $112 million in California. In the years leading up to her win, she claimed she was constantly surrounded by subtle reminders of abundance, seeing repeating numbers, stumbling across words like fortune or millions in random places. She even wrote the exact jackpot amount on a piece of paper and began seeing it pop up everywhere, as if reality itself was echoing her thoughts. For many, these synchronicities act like breadcrumbs, guiding them forward. And once the coincidences pile up enough to feel undeniable, winners often describe an emotional shift, an unusual calmness, almost like detachment from the outcome itself. Sign number 3. A strange sense of detachment. It may sound counterintuitive, but many lottery winners say that just before their big moment, they stopped obsessing over winning. Instead of constant daydreaming or anxious hoping, they felt a strange sense of calm detachment, almost as if the outcome no longer mattered. Psychologists might call it letting go of attachment, but winners often describe it as trusting the process and accepting whatever was meant to happen. Take Shane Missler from Florida, who won $451 million at just 20 years old. Before his win, he told friends he had already made peace with life's ups and downs. He didn't expect instant riches. In fact, he bought his winning ticket almost casually, without pressure. That detachment, he later explained, gave him a sense of peace, and when the numbers lined up, it felt like confirmation rather than shock. This phenomenon isn't about giving up. It's about reaching a mental space where you're open to possibilities without clinging to them. And once people hit that state, something fascinating tends to happen. The boundary between reality and imagination blurs, often through powerful dreams that seem to come true. Sign number 4. Dreams that come true. Dreams have fascinated humans for centuries, and for some lottery winners, they've been more than just random stories of the subconscious. They've been previews of reality. Many people report dreaming about winning, seeing symbolic numbers, or even experiencing dreams so vivid that the emotions carry into waking life. When those dreams later align with a real win, it leaves little doubt in their minds that something beyond logic was at play. Consider the case of a woman in Canada who dreamed of specific numbers and decided to play them. Weeks later, those exact numbers won her millions. Another well-known example is Timothy Schultz, who actually dreamed of winning before it happened. He described the dream as so real and powerful that it felt inevitable. 3 months later, he hit the jackpot. While scientists argue dreams reflect our brain processing thoughts and emotions, others see them as glimpses of possible futures. And interestingly, these dream wins often come paired with another sensation, a sudden wave of luck that seems to spill into every corner of life. Sign number 5. Sudden waves of luck. Another sign many winners talk about is feeling like they're on an unstoppable lucky streak. It's not just about winning tickets, it's as if the entire universe tilts in their favor. Suddenly, things start falling into place: promotions at work, unexpected money, or chance encounters that open doors. This run of good fortune often comes just before the life-changing moment. Take Mavis Wanchik, the Massachusetts woman who won a staggering $758 million Powerball jackpot. In interviews, she mentioned feeling unusually lucky in the weeks before her win. Friends and co-workers even joked about her being the lucky one, pointing out small breaks that always seemed to go her way. She shrugged it off, but later admitted that this streak made her more open to playing, and the rest is history. Whether you call it luck, momentum, or positive perception, these waves of fortune make people believe something bigger is coming, and often that belief transforms into action, deliberately shaping reality through techniques like visualization and manifestation. Sign number 6. Manifestation and mental priming. Many lottery winners say their fortune wasn't just blind chance, it was something they prepared for mentally. Manifestation, the practice of focusing your thoughts and energy on a desired outcome, has become a recurring theme in countless success stories. It's not about magically making money appear, but about aligning your mindset so strongly with a goal that your actions and perceptions naturally steer toward it. Cynthia Stafford is one of the most famous examples. She won $112 million after years of writing down that exact jackpot amount on slips of paper and visualizing it daily. She believed so strongly in the possibility that her brain began filtering opportunities to match that vision. Psychologists explain this through the reticulating activating system, RAS, the brain's gatekeeper, that highlights information we've trained ourselves to notice. To Stafford, it felt like reality bending to her will. Whether you see it as neuroscience or spirituality, manifestation helps winners stay tuned to possibility. And once you start noticing patterns, another fascinating sign often follows: numbers repeating everywhere you look, as though they're calling out to you. Sign number 7. Recurring or repeating numbers. Have you ever noticed the same numbers chasing you through daily life, on clocks, receipts, or even license plates? For many lottery winners, these repeating numbers became impossible to ignore. Some believe they're angel numbers or signs from the universe. Others see them as the brain's way of focusing attention on patterns once they hold emotional significance. Either way, they're often reported just before a big win. A New Jersey woman who won millions recalled seeing the numbers 777 everywhere, on her grocery receipt, her gas total, and even in a phone number she dialed by mistake. She played those numbers, convinced they meant something, and they ended up hitting. Another winner in the UK said he kept waking up at 4:44 a.m. in the weeks before his lottery ticket changed his life. Whether coincidence or cosmic signal, repeating numbers often feel like a nudge to pay attention, and once those nudges grow strong enough, they sometimes transform into something harder to ignore: a powerful, unshakable urge to play. Sign number 8. the unshakable urge to play. One of the strangest and most common signs winners report is a sudden, overwhelming urge to buy a ticket. It's not planned, it's not logical, it feels like a voice inside whispering, "Today is the day." Some describe it as intuition, others as a subconscious push, but whatever it is, they couldn't ignore it. Abraham Shakespeare, who won $30 million in Florida, once said he hadn't even planned to play the day he bought his winning ticket. He just felt an unusual pull to stop at a store and buy one. Another case comes from a woman in Georgia who had already bought a ticket, but something told her to grab another one on the way home. That second ticket ended up being the jackpot winner. Whether it's intuition breaking through or simple impulse, many lottery winners look back on that moment as the turning point. And interestingly, once that inner push arrives, it often coincides with bigger shifts in life, new beginnings, fresh starts, and opportunities opening up everywhere. Sign number 9. Positive changes and new beginnings. Many lottery winners report that before their big moment, their lives were already shifting in unexpected ways. It might be a new job, a relocation, the end of a relationship, or simply a burst of optimism about the future. These changes seem to create a sense of momentum, as if life is clearing space for something bigger to arrive. Take the story of Andrew Jackson Whitaker Jr., better known as Jack Whitaker, who won $314.9 million in the Powerball. Just before his win, he had been riding a wave of business success, closing major deals and feeling unstoppable. Though his story later took complex turns, he described that period as one of rapid breakthroughs leading right up to his jackpot win. Other winners tell similar stories, marriages, new babies, or bold life decisions unfolding just before their lottery windfall. Whether coincidence or synchronicity, these new beginnings often serve as precursors to even greater shifts. And sometimes, the universe reinforces these changes with unusual signals, like crossing paths with animals or symbols traditionally tied to luck. Sign number 10. Animal encounters and lucky omens. Throughout history, animals have been seen as messengers of fortune. From spotting a ladybug landing on your hand to crossing paths with a four-leaf clover, or even a rainbow after a storm, many winners recall unusual encounters with symbols of luck shortly before their big win. In some cultures, a black cat is feared, while in others, it's a protector of prosperity. What matters is the feeling it sparks, the sense that the universe is giving you a nudge. Consider the case of Cynthia Stafford, who won $112 million in the California Mega Millions. Before her win, she had immersed herself in the practice of visualization, but also recalled small, whimsical signs, like butterflies repeatedly landing on her during walks. She took these encounters as affirmations that her intention was aligning with reality. Months later, her numbers hit. While skeptics might dismiss these as coincidence, many lottery winners swear that these little signs reassured them to keep believing. But animal encounters are just one form of intuition at play. Sometimes the strongest signals come from within, guiding you more directly than external omens ever could. Sign number 11. Increased intuition. Sometimes the biggest clue that fortune is on its way comes not from the outside world, but from within. Many lottery winners have spoken about a deep inner knowing, a sudden gut feeling, or an unshakable pull toward a certain set of numbers, or even a particular store. Psychologists might call it subconscious pattern recognition, while others view it as intuition or even spiritual guidance. For instance, Mary Holmes, a Powerball winner from North Carolina, who claimed $188 million, said she simply felt guided to play that day. Despite being a single mother struggling to make ends meet, something inside her told her it was the right time. She bought the ticket, trusted her gut, and her life transformed overnight. Similar stories surface often, players insisting they just knew it was their lucky moment. While we can't measure intuition in scientific terms, many lottery winners believe it's one of the strongest signs to watch for. Yet intuition often works in hand with another powerful force, helpfulness and generosity, where what you give out to the world has a way of circling back to you. Sign number 12, helpfulness and generosity. There's an old belief that the energy you put into the world finds a way of coming back to you. Many lottery winners say they were in a season of giving before their big moment, whether through charity, small acts of kindness, or simply being generous with friends and family. Some call it karma, others divine reciprocity, but the pattern is striking. For instance, Tom Christ of Calgary donated his entire $40 million Lotto Max jackpot to cancer charities after losing his wife. What's remarkable is that long before he won, he was known in his community for his generosity and giving spirit. Similarly, other winners have admitted they had been helping others or engaging in charitable work when their luck shifted. While kindness doesn't guarantee a win, it certainly creates an openness to abundance and a mindset that attracts positive opportunities. This sign reminds us that winning isn't just about personal gain, it's also about the impact it allows you to make. And when generosity is guided by a clear purpose, it naturally leads to the next sign, having a strong desire to win with intention. Sign number 13, a strong desire to win with a purpose. There's a powerful difference between wanting to win the lottery just for the money and wanting to win with a clear purpose. Many winners describe having a strong vision of what they would do with their winnings long before the jackpot came their way. This focused desire often includes helping family, supporting charities, pursuing passions, or creating stability for future generations. When the dream has a deeper meaning, it seems to carry more weight and energy. Take Cynthia Stafford, who won $112 million in California. She didn't just buy tickets randomly. She repeatedly visualized herself winning that exact amount and held a strong intention for what she would do with the money. For her, it wasn't just about luxury, but about supporting her family and building a creative future. Whether you call it manifestation, purpose-driven intention, or simply clarity, winners often highlight this powerful link between desire and destiny. And sometimes, when that purpose aligns with the right timing, it's accompanied by another unmistakable sign, a sudden wave of joy and excitement that seems to appear from nowhere. Sign number 14, an unexplained feeling of euphoria. Sometimes the clearest sign that something extraordinary is on the horizon comes in the form of pure, unshakable joy. Many lottery winners report experiencing an unexplained sense of euphoria in the days or even hours before their big win. This isn't tied to anything in particular, like a promotion or good news, but rather a deep, glowing excitement that seems to bubble up from within. It's as if their intuition already knew that a life-changing shift was about to unfold. For example, Jane Park, who became one of the youngest EuroMillions winners, shared that she felt an unusual burst of energy and happiness right before her winning ticket was drawn. Others echo similar experiences, describing the feeling as a wave of lightness or a sudden certainty that something good was about to happen. While science might call it a dopamine rush or a shift in mindset, spiritually inclined people see it as a sign of alignment with destiny. In conclusion, are you noticing the signs? The stories of real-life winners remind us that the lottery isn't always just about chance. It's also about the strange, unexplainable experiences that seem to dance around moments of big change. From small wins that build momentum to vivid dreams, synchronistic encounters, lucky omens, and even sudden waves of euphoria, these signs can spark hope and fuel belief in the possibility of a brighter future.